week, Garrett decided to go have jury duty. So, everybody showed up for the show. I've got 5 or 6 people. So, hold on, let's do this. It's Birdman, time for the Arizona White Mountain Podcast, Community Shout. We're hanging out here in the studio, minus Garrett. We're going to kick off this morning with the Arizona Rangers. I've got Craig and Steve. Okay, awesome.
The Arizona Rangers are a nonprofit organization. We are a volunteer law enforcement auxiliary group. There's about a little over 500 Arizona Rangers throughout the state. And our mission is to give back to our community. We are available to any state, local, or federal law enforcement agency to come out and help them and assist them in whatever they should need. We also do private security events for events throughout the Navajo and Apache counties. And then we also, one of our biggest missions is to give back to our community, especially children's charities.
Very cool. And you guys decided to stop in today because I'm assuming there's some sort of event or push going on, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so what we got?
First of all, we're starting our biggest time of the year for the duty that we stand. And so we take advantage of that by doing our annual fundraiser. Fundraising is a very important and necessary component to what we do. We have to pay our bills.
Yeah.
And a nonprofit law enforcement auxiliary that carries a firearm and wears a badge, you can imagine what the insurance might be. And so we have a need to pay our state organization every quarterly a pretty hefty sum for our insurance. And beyond that, we have to train. We have to train to the standards that local police departments expect us to train to be able to work with them.
Right.
And we have to have materials to train. It's sometimes as simple as just a box of targets to do our firearms qualification, those sort of things. So we spend some money on training. But beyond that, one of our mandates is to provide funding for local children's organizations, such as Shop with a Cop, which is now called Sirens and Sleigh Bells.
Right.
And White Mountain Clothe a Child. And matter of fact, we are currently talking about going out and doing some research work and finding out where else in the community that we can provide some funding for children's organizations. So all that said, once we start spreading the money around, it wears thin if we don't have a good fundraising event.
Right.
We are beginning our 11th annual fundraiser, and it's a raffle. We raffle firearms and other things like outdoor equipment, smokers and coolers every year.
Cool.
This year, we are very blessed to have a wonderful donation from Discount Tire. We have a $1,000 gift certificate from them, and that's going to make our fundraiser much, much better. We have 3 firearms that we are raffling. We have a 1911, a Glock, and an upper and lower for an AR-15. And we also have a few odds and ends from performance auto for front end alignments, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And we start selling tickets this month. Matter of fact, within the next few days, we're going to be selling tickets, and we do that primarily through table setups. Sportsman's Warehouse has been very good to us since they opened up. They're allowing us to set up a table right out in front of their business whenever we want, and we set up a table with all kinds of Arizona Ranger items that people love to ask questions about, and we sell tickets there. And we also sell tickets at Tractor Supply and Cal Ranch, those kind of places that have lots of good foot traffic.
Cool.
And we expect, last year we made $11,500 to spread around to the community. And that's the emphasis that I really like to make, is that the donations that we get and the people who buy the tickets, that all finds its way right back into the community. And I think that's probably the most important thing we do.
Well, down below you can find their Facebook. We'll do that, link you guys up. And
Nice.
So Facebook is the best way to interface and find out what's going on?
It is. I'm the admin for Facebook. People can get a hold of me. They can ask about the Rangers. What are the Rangers?
Right.
People routinely get a hold of me when they're interested in the Rangers. How do I sign up? What are the requirements?
Right.
That sort of thing.
Okay, awesome. So, well, maybe we'll get you in again to talk about those kind of things, requirements, and joining the Arizona Rangers and being part of that. That would be
Right,
awesome.
yeah.
So, Steve, Craig,
Thank you.
thank you
Rob,
very much for your time
appreciate it.
today. Appreciate it. Okay, now hanging out in the studio, I've got with me this wonderful woman. Who are we today? 'Cause
I'm Linda Hoy today.
You are Linda,
I'm Linda
okay.
Hoy. Yes, yes. My alter ego will be involved later, though.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Right.
we're talking, of course, about
Loonatunes.
Loonatunes. It's that time again.
It's that time again. It's the full moon. And this is an event that is sponsored at my church. And the activities at this night has nothing to do with the church. It's an open mic.
nice.
And it's a place where people from the community can come and perform. They can read a poem, they can dance, they can sing. We have a beautiful piano. They can play the piano, they can do their own music presentations. We ask that you limit your offering to 5 minutes. We start at 6:30, and this is coming up on May 16th, this coming Monday.
Oh, wow.
May 16th at 6:30 at Unity Church at 257 Woodland Road, which is just down from the theaters.
Right.
It's about 3 blocks on the left side.
You
It's
always-
free.
I always go by there going to Mountain Meadow Recreational Complex.
Right.
Always, every single time. Go
Right.
by, go by.
Right, and wave, and
And
wave.
wave. Hi.
But it's free. We'll have some snacks and yummies.
Okay.
And also, I invite you to come and be an audience, because we do not have theater if we do not have an audience.
No doubt, right? Very cool. Once again, Linda, with Unity Church.
With Unity Church on Woodland Road, 6:30 p.m. on the 16th, on the
16th.
full moon.
And details, we'll give you a link to the church down below. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, still hanging out in the studio, and now we have a local author. We have a few of these here, actually. So
A few I've run into.
Scott Harrington, Chris.
Correct.
Cool. So I heard that your books are in the realm of like, sort of like, is it a action?
Action, thriller, technology is what they
Okay,
are.
cool. So, and the main character is
He's actually a ninjutsu teacher that lives and works in Flagstaff. So most of my books do feature Arizona to a great degree, something we haven't had in a long time.
wow, cool. So start with you. Where are you from, and get us to sort of how you're here and with a book, with 3 books actually.
Well, I was actually born in Winslow, so I'm from the area originally. I spent a couple of years as a small child in California, did most of my life in Phoenix up till about 2000, then I moved back up here, been here ever since. In regular life, I'm a general building contractor, and I started writing these books back in the very first one. The idea started in the mid-90s. I've been teaching ninjutsu for almost 30 years now,
Oh wow.
so I've got quite a background in martial arts. I did 7 other styles before I found ninjutsu. So that was a nice change, because I was looking for a system that didn't rely on beating people into submission. So, yeah, ninjutsu.
So you skip politics completely then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
skip that.
Beating people into submission. Yay.
And then, let's see, I'm also a Naui dive master. So I've done.
Oh, wow.
I've got well over 1,000 scuba dives under my belt. So a lot of those personal traits come through in the book because the character has a lot of those same hobbies. And so it makes it for a good read, I think, because when I describe the techniques that are done inside the book when he's fighting bad guys, those techniques are very real, and anybody that's done our art will understand it, but also anybody that's done a similar style will understand a lot of those techniques too.
Very cool. So yeah, I always like things that are attached back to reality versus just fantasy, sort of like thinking about what it should be. So it's really cool. It's grounded. I've not read any of your books yet, but I think it sounds exciting to look forward. I like Michael Crichton, those kind of things that are where he does a lot of research. Maybe he doesn't do it himself. So it's really cool when a person's grounded and actually understands it.
Yeah, I've got experience in building, martial arts, and scuba diving are my really heavy ones. I'm pretty much into the outdoor adventure stuff. But when you start talking about the technology aspects, I also have quite the connections. So the most recent book, the Frost Giant one, there's a whole lot of cyber tech in it, and I'm fortunate.
Sort of like so people can see it. Is it a lot of cyber tech, you said?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
the
cool.
cyber tech that's in it, I'm fortunate because I have a resource who routinely fights off Iran and North Korea and China and stuff like that. So he's able to go through and read the technical parts,
Nice.
make sure they're correct, and then he tells me what to correct, and I fix those. And so that's given us a very good, authentic, and it's fun too for some of the books. I like some of the other authors that bring in factual things that you wouldn't believe are real.
Right.
And so I weave some of those things inside of the books as well. And then at the end of the book, I like to say what was real.
Where can they get the books?
The books are available all through Amazon. So if you search my name, Scott Harrington, they should all pop up because they're all linked together.
We'll probably put a link below.
Okay.
Just just click and support local author.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate that today, and I look forward to reading.
Great. Thank you.
Still hanging out in the studio, and now with me I have Daris Gibbons. How are you?
I am busy. How are you?
Finally, yes, good.
Yes.
Right? So, COVID destroyed everything.
For a couple years there.
Some
yes.
people and a lot of events.
Yes.
And
yeah.
it just screwed them up, folks. It literally screwed them up. And all these new events, as we reopen and sort of do things again, they're all like just going to be slightly different because it's not like it was.
No, things are definitely not like they were. And for us, the foundation
Yes.
has suffered greatly because we have not been able to hold our main event of the year.
So it's the Medieval Mayhem Renaissance Fair. That's what we're
Correct.
talking about. And
Yes.
it is going to be held when?
July 8, 9, and 10 this year.
Nice, 3 days.
We are going to be at the Frontier Field Park in downtown Sholo. It's intended to be an immersive educational experience. Our foundation offers scholarships, specifically GAP scholarships, for Apache and Navajo County students. So we like to present education in ways that are fun, engaging, and don't necessarily feel like education. We just kind of sneak that part in there. Scott Jeffers is the first one that I'd like to brag about. He's actually an Arizona resident, but normally this time of year he is traveling in Europe.
Oh, wow.
So we have not been able to get him out to our fair. And because of COVID, everything's got to have a silver lining, right? We were actually able to get him not only to perform during the day at the event, but we're doing a special 2-hour concert Saturday night with him.
Hey, it's Camille and Kennerly, the Harp Twins. We're so excited to be coming to Arizona for our first ever performances at the Medieval Mayhem Renaissance Fair July 9th and 10th in Sholo, Arizona. Plus, some songs in our performances will have special guest features by the Wolfgang Twins. See you there!
And so they will be performing, actually they're driving from Alaska to do our show.
Nice.
And so they will be performing Saturday and Sunday of the event.
Okay.
A couple different shows. And then it kind of ties into some of our local traditional entertainers that have been with us in the past, in that one of our favorite couples is another set of twins. And these are redheads.
Folks, that's 3 sets of twins, and now we're ending with redheads. So, uh-oh.
Yes. So Clan Ginger is going to be back with us
I like
this
Clan
year.
Ginger. I don't know why, just do.
So we've got a set of blonde twins, brunette twins, and redheaded twins.
There you go. Something for everybody.
Exactly. 3 guys and a bunch of drums are going to be back. We've got Campania Phoenicia. I think that's right.
Okay.
They do a lot of different world global type dances and different acrobatics and some stunts. They usually have a bed of nails.
Yeah.
They ask for audience participation. My husband has sat on this little tiny girl on a bed of nails.
There you go.
I'm grateful for insurance. And then, of course, our belly dancers, Gazal Baladi.
Right.
They will be back performing.
Very cool. So we're going to give you a link below for, of course, the fair, the Renaissance Fair. You know, you can get dressed up, come out. You can just dress normally and come out. It's really okay. Anyway, have fun. I'm sure there's going to be food.
There will be food. Friday is our education day. When you go on the website, be sure you check that out.
Very cool.
Tickets are actually, discount tickets are on sale, or early birds are on sale right now.
Get them
it's
out
going to be
there. How much?
cheap. It's going to be $10 for adults, $5 for kids.
For all 3 days? Or each day?
No, each day.
Each day. Cool. So $30 pack gets you all 3 days.
Right.
There you
We're
go.
also adding a knighting ceremony for the kids,
Ooh.
which you can sign up for. And just lots and lots of stuff and things going on. Some VIP experiences. And again, all the proceeds go to our scholarship fund.
Very cool.
So the money comes right back here.
Once again, link down below. Daris Gibbons, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
See you there. Okay, still hanging out in the studio. And now I have with me, with the community garden, Dessa. So you've got a couple things going on at the community garden. What's happening?
Okay, so this Saturday, what is this Saturday?
May 14th. Yes.
From 9 to 10, we're still doing our gardening for kids, and so it is not too late for people to register at the library and come out to the garden. From 9 to 10 with the kids, we're going to be planting our seeds and putting our plants in the ground in the children's area of the garden.
Very cool. So you can go 9 to 10 there and then just run over to the Poor Station for their ribbon cutting and grand opening. There you go. Something to do Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Then you got another event.
Yeah. So the very last Saturday in May 28th, we've got a plant sale, which is also going to be at the garden. So we've had members that are starting plants, so tomatoes, peppers. I know we've got some strawberry plants. All that is going to be on sale at the garden. It's just going to be a fundraiser for the garden and a chance for the community to come and get their plants.
Very cool. So, go check that out as well. You can see down below, we get the link for the community garden. It's right over there by the Navajo County Public Health Services District building.
Yeah, on 9th Place.
You betcha. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'm going to segue. She mentioned the last Saturday in May. Well, the first Saturday in May, of course, is the Kentucky Derby. And we weren't actually at the Derby, but we went over to the Lion's Den this weekend, hung out, and I got to judge the Derby hats. And you can see that here. The winner was Janelle, and she had little itty bitty ponies that she bought on Amazon. So congratulations, Janelle. Good events going on in Pine Top Lakeside. We've got, of course, the chili cook-up coming off, and then the Balloon Fest. The Balloon Fest, more details coming as we get closer to summer. I'm Birdman, and I want to remind you, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.